Welcome, LLA Achiever. And congratulations, you've taken a huge step investing in your future with your LLA exam prep product.
Absolutely. It's great you're here.
We know you're probably eager to just jump right in, and that's exactly why we're doing this deep dive. We want to guide those first steps.
Yeah, make them really clear, really confident steps.
Exactly. What we want to do today is, well, break down the essential things you need to get sorted before you even open up your specific LLA resources.
Think of it like prepping the ground, you know? So when you plant the seeds, everything just works towards that Florida contractor license. Success?
That's a good way to put it. Our mission today is pretty simple. Give you a clear step-by-step guide. Focus on what really matters right at the start.
Right. So you feel like, okay, I got this, not lost or overwhelmed.
Precisely. So, shall we dive in? Where do we start?
Okay, the absolute first thing, number one priority, your required reference books.
Yes, the books.
These aren't just suggested reading. These are the specific books allowed in the room during your open book exam.
Which is a huge deal, right? An open book test means these books are basically your tools during the exam itself.
Exactly. Critical tools. For example, if you're doing the Florida Business and Finance exam, you're definitely looking at needing the Florida Contractors Manual.
And the Builder's Guide to Accounting, probably.
That's another common one, yeah. And here's the really vital part. You absolutely need the correct, most recent editions.
Crucial. Using an old one could, well, really mess you up when you're under pressure trying to find something specific.
It really could. Time is precious in there. Now, how do you actually get these books? There are a few ways.
Okay.
Online retailers are obvious, like Amazon. You can usually find them new or sometimes used, which might save you a bit.
Always worth checking for used copies first, maybe. Save a few bucks.
Definitely. Another option, maybe even more budget-friendly to start, is looking into book rentals. Some services specialize in renting these professional reference books.
Oh, interesting. Renting them.
Yeah, for a set period. Also, maybe check your local library or construction associations nearby. Sometimes they have copies you can borrow. Worth asking.
It doesn't hurt to check those local options.
And for those of you with our full access course, we've made it easier. There's a downloadable checklist of all the required books right there on the LLA platform within your course materials.
Super handy. Okay, so let's just hammer this home. Getting these books in your possession, that's job number one, your top priority.
Absolutely. As soon as possible. You need them for practice, for looking things up quickly. That's a skill you have to build for this exam format.
Building that lookup muscle memory. Got it.
Right. So once you've got the book situation handled, and really take the time you wait for that, it's foundational. The next step is your LLA digital stuff.
Okay, accessing the online resources.
Yep. You'll just go to lacademy.ai. That's LLAacademy.ai. Log in there with your username and password, the ones you set up when you bought the product.
And that takes you to?
Your My Account dashboard. That's like your main hub, your control center for everything LLA online.
Okay.
You should see your product, or products if you bought more than one, listed right there. And next to them, you'll see the direct links to access all the content, all the tools.
Straightforward enough. Click the link and you're in.
Exactly. Now, here's something really important to keep in mind. Access duration.
Ah. How long you have access, right?
For all our main products, the LLA Practice Pad and Exam Sim bundle, the LLA SurePass AI Coach WE Reads bundle, and the full access course, the standard access period is 6 months.
6 months from the date you purchased.
Correct. There's just one exception. If you happen to buy 2 full access courses together at the same time,
Okay.
in that specific case, we extend the access for both of those courses to 12 months,
Sure.
but otherwise plan for 6 months.
Good to know. So definitely factor that 6-month window into your study planning. Helps avoid a last-minute rush.
Absolutely. Knowing your time frame helps you build a realistic, effective plan.
Okay, so we've got the books, we've logged in. Now what? It probably depends on which product you actually bought, right?
Exactly. Let's break that down. If you're a full access course user,
The big one.
right, your very first stop inside the course should be the course orientation guide. It's right there in the course introduction section. Think of it as your roadmap. It shows you everything that's available.
Okay, start with the orientation guide. Makes sense.
After that, we strongly suggest downloading the study plan frameworks.
You mentioned those earlier, the different time frames.
Yep. We've got 3, a 6-week blitz if you're short on time, a standard 12-week student plan, and a 6-month working pro plan for a longer runway.
So you can pick the one that fits your life, your schedule.
Exactly. Look
Yeah.
them over, see which pace feels right for you and when your exam date is.
Okay, guide, plan. What else in the full access course?
Then you dive into the core study materials. This is where the gold is, so to speak. You'll find the LLA gold sheet.
The gold sheet. Sounds important.
It is. It's like your key. It lists important keywords and tells you exactly where to find that info in your reference books. Super valuable for lookup practice.
Ah, so it connects the study material to the actual books you'll use in the exam.
Precisely. You'll also find the exam master sheet that gives you the big picture and overview of all the exam topics, and if your exam has math.
Which some do.
Right. Check out the LLA math bundle. It's there for focused calculation review if you need it.
And what about tabbing the books? I hear people talk about that.
Good question. Tabbing can be a really smart strategy to find things faster. If you plan to do that, look for the Sure Tabs guidance section.
Okay.
It shows you how to use the gold sheet info to place your tabs effectively and, importantly, in a way that's usually allowed in the exam room.
Right, compliant tabbing.
And remember, as a full access course user, you automatically get access to the LLA Practice Pad and Exam Sim bundle and the LLA SurePass AI Coach. They're integrated right in.
So it's all included there.
Yep. The content itself comes in a few flavors. We've got podcast-style lessons, kind of like this deep dive.
Easy to listen to while doing other things, maybe.
Could be. We also have e-reads, which often include case studies. Those help you see how the concepts apply in, real scenarios.
Practical application. Good.
And then there's the interactive SurePass AI Coach.
Okay, let's talk about that AI coach a bit more. How do you actually use it, especially the first time?
Right. So the AI Coach, which is part of the full access course, is this really neat tool for getting personalized help. The first time, you'll need to follow the instructions inside the course carefully.
Okay.
Basically, you'll copy a special set of instructions, we call it a lesson prompt, and paste it into an external AI chatbot program.
Like ChatGPT or Google Gemini.
Exactly. We generally recommend using the paid versions of those. They tend to work best. Free versions might work, but paid is more reliable for this.
And you have tutorials showing how to do this pacing step.
We do. There are videos on the LLA platform walking you through it step by step. Once you've pasted that prompt in,
Yeah.
you usually just need to type "let's go" to get the AI started on that specific lesson's material.
Let's go. Simple enough.
Yep. But definitely watch the tutorials first. They make it clear.
Okay, that covers the full access course user.
Yeah.
What if someone bought the LLA Practice Pad and Exam Sim bundle?
Right. Simpler package. If that's what you have, your starting point is your My Account dashboard. You'll see direct links right there for the Sure Start Practice Pad and the SurePass Exam Simulator.
And the access is still 6 months for this bundle.
Still 6 months, correct.
So where should they start? Practice Pad or Simulator?
We generally recommend starting with the Sure Start Practice Pad. It's untimed. The goal there is purely building your speed and accuracy, living things up in your books, getting comfortable.
Less pressure. Focus on the skill.
Exactly. Once you feel pretty good about finding things, then transition over to the SurePass Exam Simulator. That's timed. It feels much more like the real exam environment. It helps you practice pacing under pressure.
Practice Pad first, then Simulator. Got it. Now, what about the third option, the LLA SurePass AI Coach WE Reads bundle?
Okay, the AI Learning Bundle. Similar starting point. Your dashboard will have links to access the LLA SurePass AI Coach component and also your e-reader content, which covers lessons 000 through 07.
And again, 6 months access for this one too.
Yes, 6 months for the AI Coach and the e-reads in this bundle.
So how does the AI Coach work here? Is it the same setup?
It's similar, but with a key difference. The AI Coach in this bundle is currently in beta testing.
Beta, meaning it's still being refined.
Exactly. So for each lesson, 0000, you'll follow instructions on the platform to copy a specific lesson prompt and paste it into an external AI model. Again, paid Google Gemini or ChatGPT are recommended.
Okay, same recommendation there. Avoid newer or experimental AI models.
Yeah, we advise sticking to the recommended ones for consistency. And just like before, after pasting the prompt, you usually type "let's go" to activate the AI for that lesson.
And look for tutorials on this process too.
Definitely. Check the platform for any videos showing how to load these prompts.
What about the e-reads in this bundle? Are they just text?
No, they're more than that. The e-reads include case studies and activities. They're designed to work alongside the AI Coach, helping you actively engage with the material and, make sure it sticks.
So active learning, not just passive reading.
That's the idea. Now, because the AI Coach in this specific bundle is in beta,
Right, the beta point.
it's possible, though hopefully not common, that you might load the prompt, say "let's go," and the AI response isn't quite as helpful as you expected.
What should you do then?
If that happens, please reach out to our support team. Use the Contact Us page. Your feedback is actually really helpful for us while it's in beta, and we want to make sure you're getting value.
Okay, good to know support is there, especially for the beta tool.
Absolutely. Let's shift gears a bit. Something super practical. Exam day rules. What can you actually bring into the room?
Yes. Very important to know this beforehand. Reduces stress on the day.
For sure. So what's allowed?
Generally, your approved reference books.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely double-check the specific rules on tabbing and highlighting. Permanent tabs, like our Sure tabs, are usually okay.
But no loose notes stuck in there.
Definitely no loose notes. You'll also typically need a non-programmable calculator. Basic stuff. Pencils, erasers.
Okay, the essentials. And what's definitely not allowed?
The big ones are phones, smartwatches, any unauthorized notes or papers. Basically, any electronic device other than that approved calculator is a no-go.
Got it. Phones off and away.
Way away. And the absolute most important thing here, always check the official guidelines from the actual exam provider.
The people administering the test.
Yes. Their rules are the final word, and they can sometimes change slightly. You don't want any surprises. For our full access course users, remember that SureTab's guidance helps you prep your books compliantly. Good reminder. Okay, final area. What if people have questions as they go through all this?
Natural to have questions. We're definitely here to support you.
So where should they look first?
First stop should always be the FAQ page on our website, lacademy.ai. We've answered a lot of common questions there already.
Check the FAQ first.
Okay, if your question isn't covered there or it's specific to your situation, use the Contact Us page on the website. That sends an email to our support team.
And you guys will get back to them.
Absolutely. We're committed to helping you out. And also, it's worth mentioning, LLA supports multilingual learners.
Oh, that's great.
So if English isn't your first language, please don't hesitate to reach out in the language you're most comfortable with. We'll do our best to assist.
Fantastic. And just to reiterate, lacademy.ai is the main place for everything. Resources, FAQs, contact info.
That's your central hub. Yep.
Okay, let's maybe do a quick summary of those first actions.
Good idea.
Yeah.
So, number one, get your hands on those required reference books, the correct editions.
Priority 1.
Log in to lacademy.ai, find your My Account dashboard, get familiar with it.
Okay, and then?
Access your specific LLA product. Take a look around. Understand the components and remember that standard 6-month access period. If you have the full access course, start with the orientation guide. Pick a study plan. Check out the Gold Sheet, Master Sheet, Math Bundle, SureTab's guidance, and know how to get started with the integrated practice pad, simulator, and especially that AI coach activation. Remember, let's go.
Right, and for the bundle users.
If you have the practice pad and exam sim bundle, start with the practice pad, then move to the simulator, use those dashboard links.
And the AI Coach WE Reads bundle.
Explore the AI Coach access, remember the beta status, the prompt loading, let's go activation, and dive into those e-reads and their activities. Again, direct links from your dashboard.
And everyone should be aware of the exam room do's and don'ts.
Critically important. Taking these initial steps deliberately, thoughtfully, it really builds a strong foundation for everything else.
Sets you up for success.
Exactly. We're genuinely excited to be part of your journey to becoming a licensed contractor.
Absolutely. And this is just the start. Keep an eye out for future deep dives. We'll get into more detailed study strategies, how to really maximize these LLE tools.
Lots more to cover.
But for now, as you begin, maybe think about what part of this whole process you're most curious or maybe even a little anxious about. Knowing that can help focus your initial efforts.
Good point. This is the beginning. Good luck with your studies.
Yeah, best of luck. You've got this.